Some of the brightest minds in the nation are at the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary for the week. The Dr. Nancy Foster Scholars are master's and PhD students who are studying different problems and research that affects our many bodies of water. But their visit brings out a different skill that they'll need to use in the future. Check it out. Communication. That's the focus for Orientation Week as the Dr. Nancy Foster Scholars tour the city of Alpena and learn about the only freshwater sanctuary in the nation. Sarah Kienle is one of those scholars, and she's working on boiling down her science.
Not using a lot of jargon. So instead of saying pinnipeds, which is what I study, saying seals, sea lions, and walruses, and just trying to take some of the vocabulary that we use for scientific papers and scientific talks and actually boiling it down to, instead of saying foraging, I would say feeding.
Sarah and 12 other scholars from all over the United States are developing their speaking skills so they can communicate their studies in a simple and understandable manner. That means getting out of the lab and in front of people and social media.
The biggest issue and the barriers between science and research and the general public and understanding what scientists are doing is how do they communicate it?
This week, the students will have opportunities to get in front of high-level NOAA employees as well as members of the community to practice speech and provide information that will be necessary for protecting sanctuaries throughout the nation.
You know, we have a resource protection issue that we have to manage in national marine sanctuaries. So what is that research doing that is then informing the managers to make decisions on how to help protect that resource?
The goal is to take away as much knowledge from the orientation experience as possible and grow over the next 2 to 4 years in speech to help communicate and make a difference in local communities.
When I see at the end of 4 years them completely grow and come out of that scared, introverted shell and to bloom into the person that can stand up there and confidently talk about their science in a way that people get, I get the goosebumps.
Here's just a quick note on Dr. Nancy Foster. She was a pioneer for understanding underwater ecosystems. The revolutionary worked at NOAA for 23 years before passing away in 2000. Dr. Foster was also a champion of equal rights and diversity in the workplace. Her scholarship carries on her memory and dedication to NOAA. You can watch the scholars present what they are studying this Thursday at 7 p.m. over at the Great Lakes Maritime Heritage Center.